All right, this is Rico DaBear back for another edition of the Bear Facts podcast. Like I'm saying, this preliminary content is on YouTube, the Bear Facts podcast. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that like button, smash that like button, hit the notification bell. That way you'll be updated anytime new content comes out. I ain't gonna make this long. Right now, like I said, it's preliminary content. I'm just venting some views. It's like, in certain situations, like, you got things on your mind. In certain situations, intelligent conversations come up. And podcasts, vlogs, whatever, is a way to, just express your opinions or whatever. Okay. So, like, in this episode, whatever you want to say, like, I want to talk about, like, I don't really want to focus the podcast throughout the life of the podcast on relationship stuff, but, relationship stuff comes up a lot. And people share their views. It's like, it's nothing to get canceled for. It's like, if you like it, you like it. You don't like, comment, subscribe, say what you like, say what your views are, share your thoughts. I'm always up for a healthy debate. I'm not really into drama-filled weirdness. But like I said, over the life of the podcast, you hope many different intelligent conversations come up. Like I said, I'm always up for a good debate, and I like sparking that inclusive, stimulating conversation. So, and I feel like, podcasts, vlogs, whatever you want to say, give you a chance to voice, like, your opinion from your mouth. You get what I'm saying? In a lot of cases, just sound bites or things taken out of context, but you can present your argument or your beliefs or views directly to the folk. If they see it, they see it. You don't got to clear it up, and they know, okay, all right. Or if somebody else is disputing it, it's like, oh, no, I heard it from his mouth, like, But it's nothing, like, to do with nothing. It's just, like, it's just a topic, you get what I'm saying? It interests me because, like, me, like, I've had the pleasure of the accompaniment of different women over the years. Like, over the last 10, I would say, like, not too many. And I've been pretty much single, just chasing the bag. But in my lifetime, and this is something I'm not proud of, I probably had, I've been with about 32 to 34. I can't remember correctly because, like I said, there's different reasons why. But, like, it's not like I'm bragging. Like, I don't even like that's why I'm doing this podcast. I don't even like quantifying it. And in the last couple of relationships or people I dealt with, I don't like bringing up at all. Now, people ain't gonna like really believe that, especially coming from a guy and know, like, I'm straight heterosexual. It's just like, for me, it was like, I've always been looking for that one. So, like, I joke sometimes, and I've said to myself, like, sometimes, like, if I would have lost my virginity or got married to the first person I fell in love with and did all those things with, I would only been with one person, unless we defined the relationship a different way. And I say that because, like, I know social norms is cheat, forgive, cheat, break up, whatever. My thing is, if you cheat on me in the past, it's like, all right, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. I've had a couple people repeat that, but not many. But I guess it's more of not many, because most of the time it's the guy cheating. I don't know. I don't want to speak for the universe, but, I would think social norms. But up until a point, because I think now today, like, girls like, fuck that, we getting into this raw, right? I don't know. I like it. I'm not against girls owning their femininity or sexuality, whatever. Like, I'm not promoting promiscuity. I'm not promoting monogamy. I'm not promoting, like, chastity belts. I'm like, whatever you comfortable with, whatever you happy with, go with. So, like I say, when it comes to certain stuff, it's like, I'm looking for a monogamous relationship. But, like, for me, like I said, and social norm talking, I feel like once you cheat, it's supposed to be either you break up or you forgive. And like I said, in some seldom cases where I talk to dudes about it, it's like, all right, well, if you cheat, I'm gonna go out and cheat. And I'm like, yeah, now we got an open relationship. That's what it is. But like I said, that was probably younger than me. Like up to a point, like nothing really changed. Like things did change. Like I used to joke, like I try to learn from my mistakes. The problem is I make new ones. Now I've seen somebody bootleg that saying. It's weird. But anyway, so what I mean by that is like, you know what I mean, I learn from my mistakes. I even change behaviors, but like, I'm human, so new things are gonna come up. Like in the past, like I ain't had no concrete evidence that people were cheating. But like I said, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. So I thought you were cheating, this is in the past. This is in my 20s. If I thought you were cheating, I'd go out and return the favor, whether like I had incriminating, damning evidence or it's just circumstantial. It's like, all right, game on. And like, that's a part of me. Like, you know what I mean? At that time, like I had to learn from that. Like at that time, that's like you triggered that. Like it's not a competitive spark. It's just like if that part of my brain is triggered to thinking you cheating, it's like, all right, like now I'm hollering at every and anything on the planet. My mind isn't thinking disrespecting because my mind feels like I've already been disrespected. It's like free for all. But like I try to correct that because it's like at the end of the day, like you lose good relationships and it's circumstantial evidence, so you don't even know if they were cheating or not. But you lose good relationships, you damage good relationships if they not with the toxicity that you think they would. Toxicity demands loyalty. I'm just saying. But like I was saying, so I corrected some behaviors a couple different ways and at a couple different times. I know the last time I was saying to myself, like, I guess, like, after one relationship, it was like, you know what I mean? I went out and, like, the relationship was over, but I went out and, like, met a couple different girls. And I'm going to leave it at that. I ain't going to get too far. But I met, like, it was a series of meeting a couple different girls. But it was like, that was fun. It felt good, but like it was empty and hollow. And it's like it really don't change nothing. The person I wanted to be with was still the person I wanted to be with. It was fun for the 2 minutes, 35 minutes it lasted, but it's like, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say a marathon, man. And there was multiple participants and me. And I say that because it's a stamina thing, not because of, you know what I mean. But anyway, so after that experience, it was like, yeah, that didn't really help. And then there was a couple other experiences probably before that where it's like I got those, you know what I mean, feelings that the girl was cheating. I went out and did me. And it's like that destroyed the relationship that meant something to me. And it's like that didn't solve anything. So like, yeah, I mean, so basically, yeah, I mean, it's just like that didn't solve nothing. So I started saying to myself, like, if there's evidence, it don't matter how big or small. If there's evidence, I'm not even gonna play games. I'm gonna break up with the person and walk away. But like I said, I was doing that, but I learned that the heart wants with the heart wants. That didn't solve anything. Like I joke. I don't know if I joked on the podcast, but I joked off the podcast. Like I might have walked out over something stupid, something little. It wasn't really evidence of cheating. It was like I'm not dealing with games. I'm not playing with games. At this point, I'm like in my mid-30s, maybe still like, probably late 30s. I'm not trying to play games when it comes to relationships. It's too much I got to do in life to be playing with you about dumb stuff. And that's before going into this situation. Like, I'm already saying, like, to myself, like, at 34, 33, 35, like, any signs of dumb stuff, I'm out. I'm not even going to do the tit for tat cheat chip. So in one of the last situations, like I said, it was like, I don't know how to explain it. It was like, I'm going to just say it was weird gaslighting red flags. So it's like, and I'm way too familiar with gaslighting. So it's like, and I'm a man, so I don't really appreciate the gaslighting. So it's like, I'm out, like, you know what I mean? But it's like, you know what I mean? That's always to say, like, by the time I got to the car door, from her front door to the car door, and she hit me on the phone, it's like, oh, still in love with your ass. I'm joking, but that's how it was, like, you know what I mean? Like, by the time I got to that car door, it was like, yeah, I still got the feelings, but whatever. So, like I said, that didn't solve anything. Just walking away from the relationship didn't solve anything. And then, like, it was one time that I don't know what I was thinking. I know I was thinking the relationship was over. So like I didn't cheat on her, but I did set up to meet somebody. Now I was like, concerned and I guess pissed off. So I hit the chick up, like, the chick I was dealing with before her. She was like, yeah, I'm down. I don't think she was really down, but she said that. But like, I don't know, I was working in Delaware. She lived all the way in Northwest Philly. So like, after work the day I was supposed to meet the one chick, I went up and seen her, and that was a better feeling than whatever. And I felt like in my head, like I felt like it was the best situation. Even though when I confessed to hitting up the other chick, I left her crib with her mad at me, but like she was still happy when I got there and we resolved it. Until that point, she was still happy when I left, but mad because the actions I took. But I did confess. But then I felt like, even in that other situation, it wasn't fair because I did care about the other chick, and it wouldn't have been fair to just use her to be on some using you for sex type shit. But I don't think she would have given a fuck. But like I don't know, that's how I felt. Plus, I don't even know if she would have went through with it. But that's how I felt. I don't know. I think about it like. But like I said, that was a better feeling than cheating. That was a better feeling than threesome. Like that's what happened in the other time. I had 2 consecutive with 4 different chicks. Like, and I'm not trying to be like, oh, it's just like that's that burst of energy that floods that dopamine that floods my brain, and it's like, like it's game on. Now, like I said, I corrected that because, like, that just empty gestures, but it's fun. It's an experience that every guy once in a lifetime. I can't say that, and I'm not trying to sugarcoat it. I'm not trying to be. There's some people that will look bad, so it's like I'm not trying to be anything but honest. So transparent. But it was like 2010, and then the other time was like 2019, 2018. I don't remember. 2018, end of 2018, something like that. I don't remember. No, it was like, it was toward the end of 2018. So, with all that said, like I said, when it comes to like the amount of people I've been with, it's like, to me, it's never been like a badge of honor, because like I said, I just wanted to be with one person. Now, the thing is, I haven't just been with one person, and I'm talking about in a relationship. And the funny thing about like I said, I've been in, we'll say 6 relationships. It's been a lot of weird bullshit, but we'll say 6 relationships. It was one instance where me and a female got together, and there was a misunderstanding. I think I explained that on one of the other draws, but she was a potential Mrs. that never was. If that situation don't work out, I'm 42. I'm sure you're. I'm joking, but at the same time, like, for me, like I said, like, if I would have lost my virginity to the first person I fell in love with, I feel like we would have still been together unless there was games and gaslighting going on. Then you got this situation that would have resulted. But anyway, but yeah, that's how I feel. Like even though I've been with a couple different women, and like I said, even that's not a braggadocious type thing for me. Like, for me, it's just been like, I meet somebody, we got a vibe, we hang out, we chill, we yada yada, we do what we do, we chill. And then, like, we chill for however long we chill, and then it's a mutual, gradual fade off. Like, it's never been with me, like, anything where it's been, like, because, like I've said, my whole life I've always been on, so I'm like, I'm never going to just tell you I love you to get in your drawers. I'm never going to just do different con artist things and, like, I don't, like, whatever dudes do is what they do. Like, I be getting hated on by dudes and chicks. Like, I'm like, I don't care, money out here. I don't care. I'm just an honest person like that. I don't care. Like, you don't mean that much. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But like I'm saying, like, I don't know. Like, I think I joked about being touchy-feely, and like, I'm a fidgety person. Like, if you see me in person, I'm just a fidgety person. So, like, I channel that energy into rubbing lower backs, rubbing inner thighs in a wave-like motion northward. Different things, but like, I'm a fidgety person. It's not to con anybody into anything, but like I said, it usually goes from just chilling to relaxing to chilling to a gradual fadeaway on, like, you know what I mean? Like, for me, I don't ever, like, it's never been a plotted fadeaway. It's just the calls got less frequent, the meetups got less frequent, and then it's like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what it was. But, like, whenever I was with somebody and we chilled heavy, it was never like you see on TV or you hear your homies talk about, like, oh, this chick pressure me to put a ring on it. Oh, this chick pressure me to fucking make her my girl. Oh, this chick. It's never been like that. And I say it like that because, like, I was saying, I don't know if it was when I was locked up or when I came home. There was somewhere around the last 6, 7, 8, 9 years that somebody had that conversation with me, and it never dawned on me. Like, different things never dawned on me. Like, people think I look like that feces on the neck, so they'd be surprised. I don't know. They'd be like, how you get the chicks you get? Like, I don't know. I just be the chill. I play a lot. I be the chill. I'm focused on goals, and I got my 5-year goals, 10-year goals. Think like a man. But I don't know. Like, I'm just saying, like, those things that people go through, like, I don't, whether it's stereotypical TV shit or stuff you hear in the group, like, your homies, like, I usually, it's just like, you know what I mean? No. And like I said, that, like, she pressured me to do this, and I'm not saying that's for everybody, because some people like that. Don't. But, like I said, usually we get together, we chill, then, but, like, up until that point, and I'm, like, mid-30s at this time, or late 30s at this time, it's never been a, Reek, when we gonna do this? Like, Reek, why you ain't, Reek, like, Reek, I really want us to be together. Usually we chill, and I'm talking about chill, like, chill, regular, chill, heavy, like, chill, and it's, like, a lot of couch abuse, and a lot of bed abuse, and a lot of bed positions in the bed or couch, and a lot of the remote in my hand, and yeah, head on my shoulder and my armpit. Like, that's what it be. Like, you know what I mean? Until the fade off. And, like, you know what I mean? It'd be a lot of good times physically and comedically, and then the fade off. But like I said, I've been super single the last 10 years, and it's not nothing like I'm doing different. Like, I don't, like, there's nothing I'm doing different. And like I say, I'm not the type, I'm the chill, so I'm not the type that's going to press chicks or try to impress chicks. Like, if I like you, if there's a vibe, I'll pursue it. Like, if not, then I'll leave you alone. Like, if we got to work together, I'll put work over any type of crazy stuff. If we vibe at work and then we see what's up, hopefully it, like, I think I joked about that. I'm the type, like, if you keep it on the low while we at work, I'll ignore you and do my job. Then I get reprimanded for that. But those were your guidelines and rules. I don't know. But if you, yeah, I mean, it's like, really, I'm like, whatever. But at the same time, like, I'm just saying, like, I've never been the type to just be on some thirsty stuff, even though I'm portrayed like that. It's just like, and it's not a nonchalant, I don't give a fuck neither. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's just, we're either going to fight, we're going to head it off, or we're not. And like, for me, I've had the podcast where I'm talking about chemistry and stuff like that. Like, getting to know you is getting to know you. So you got to do that to get to know if y'all have chemistry. And like, I think that's important because, like, physical attraction is great. I don't know if I said this, physical attraction is great, but still, if you don't have an interest in each other, I don't see how it's going to work or last. Like, you just might be like, I just want a trophy, so. But no, I want something more stimulating. And sometimes, some of them situations, it was a fun situation. We just never discussed anything but, we didn't even discuss the show. It was basically like, yo, you're trying to come through, you're trying to come chill, you're trying to do this, you're trying to do that. That would happen. And then that's that. Like, I don't feel, like, I've always said I've never led anybody on, and I don't feel like I was like, get the hell out of my life or nothing like that. It was never no arguments or nothing like that. Like, the one chick that I call my girlfriend, like, yeah, I mean, like, we argue after we stop sleeping with each other, but I'm still eternally calling my girlfriend. The other chick, like, my kid's mom, we got into like 3 fights while we were together, and like 7 fights since we broke up, and my kid's about to be 16. My other ex, we got into, like, I screamed on her probably twice in year 18 of knowing each other, and we've known each other now probably the end of the summer will be 22 years we've known each other. Screamed on her twice after 18 years. My ex, like I said, the recent ex, I just kept walking out and there was red flags of stuff, and it was like, it was never no, like, I ain't cheat on her at all, except for, she considered me hitting the chick up cheating. Like, I ain't followed through with that. That don't count. That was a conversation, but I see her point. I am not discrediting her point, but then out of the coworker situation, I'm not getting in that. Like, my ex, like, we work for the same organization in the same building, but we ain't work for the same division. And somebody in my division hooked me up with her, and like, yeah, and then another chick, I don't remember how we got together. Like, I know we met through a mutual homie, and she was chilling at where I was working at. And then, like, my kid's mom, we went to school, grade school together, and then my ex, we met in the neighborhood. Again, when I thought my kid's mom, the first time we were together was cheating. And then I think, like, there was a chick, like, I met, she was cool, but, like, I mean, I'm not going to get into that. I'm going to leave that unspoken. And then, I think that was the 6, I don't know. But, like, everybody else. And then, like I said, I don't really, one of them times, I guess, one of them, I don't remember if it was a cheating situation or a breakup situation. But it was one of them manic episodes, like, full-blown manic. I'm a therapist, so I know these things. I don't count this because it was super manic energy. It was like Sonic the Hedgehog meets Speedy Gonzalez meets the Roadrunner. And it was a marathon night. That's all I'm going to say. But I don't count that night. I don't count that night at all. But other than that, like I said, I'm really speaking on this because, like I said, this, and people, like, I don't know how people will feel about what I'm saying. I don't really care. But I'm just being honest. Like, I mean, it don't matter to me if it was 1 or if it was 32 or 34. Like, especially if I ain't with 1 now, then I was always looking for 1. Like I said, like, when it came to early on, before I got with my first girlfriend, like, I didn't get with my first girlfriend until I was like 20. But I lost my virginity at 13, and I had been with people. I had been with, I think, 13 or 12 people by that point in time at the age of 20. And 19, 18, and 20, those are some man-horn years. I'm sorry to say. Good times, good stuff. For a young boy, I preach against it now. Now, I don't know, like, I mean, there was something between my kid's mom the first time and my ex-girlfriend, then some between my ex-girlfriend and my kid's mom the second time, then some post my kid's mom the third time. I think there was one in between the second, whatever. And like I said, I'm not trying to be on some toot my own horn and stuff like that. It's really like, I've said that to people, like, finding that right compatibility. It might take some getting to know somebody. It might take some, like, even physical compatibility. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and that's funny to me too, because, like, you know what I mean? It's like the roles reverse. Like, I'm 40, and even at like 37, 36, I'm talking to chicks my age, maybe a little bit older. They're like, nigga, if you ain't got it, if it ain't, you know what I mean? If it ain't what it's supposed to be, I'm not sticking around for you. And this is like a good podcast topic to me. Like, if you are in love with somebody, but they're not satisfying you sexually, and I would like to have, like, female fucking feedback, like, because I've asked a couple females, they really don't, for some reason, they sidestep this conversation. But if you are in love with somebody, say you fell in love with somebody, but y'all haven't been physically intimate. Because, like I'm saying, the census nowadays, when I talk to females, is, nigga, if you not rocking my world, I'm getting rid of you. And I don't know if that's an age thing, or because this first time I'm this age. I didn't go back to the future and come back, so I don't know. But like, yeah, I mean, that's the consensus I'm getting. And then like some girls be like, I'll give you a month or two, I'll give you a couple strikeouts before I get rid of you. But if it's not working, then I'll be like, yo, so I've been single for like 10 years now. I don't really get down with myself like that. So I need a learning curve. But like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, ain't no shame in my game. I don't know what I mean. But I'm just saying, like, so that's the thing. Like, so if you meet somebody, you fall in love, but they're not rocking your world, do you rock out because they're your feelings, or do you be like, all right, well, I love you, but she gotta go. I can't. It's a question. I'm interested. Like I said, some of these conversations, like I'm interested in feedback. I'm interested in interaction. Like, I stimulates my mind. I'm like, oh, okay. 5 out of 7. Be like, no, no. Love don't live here no more. But you know, that's what I'm just saying. Like, you like what? Like, I talk about that, and I talk about like compatibility. Like, you know what I mean? What do you like? What are you looking for? What are your goals? And I'm not on no Dr. Phil stuff. I'm just on real life reality stuff. Like, do y'all have a shared mindset? Because it's like, if you're not comfortable with somebody that's going to be chasing money all the time, and you want not affection, but attention all the time, then that might not work for you. If you don't like somebody who's after work and weekend is the chill, don't bother me. You can lay up under my arm, but don't bother me. And that might not work for you. If you want some, I'm on go mode, and he wants some, I want you to lay up under me. That might not work for you. So it might take a while before you find the right person. So like I said, I don't really look at it like, I've never looked at it like I'm just running around looking for somebody to lay down with. You know what I'm saying? But you know, over time, like, you know, and it's like, that's my experience, that's my view. But like, other people might see it differently. Like, I've been accused of being a womanizer, and I'm like, my private's been dry for 10 years, basically. I'm joking, but like, I've had sexual encounters, like, you know what I mean? But 10 years, like, you might as well drop that estimate down to 0. I've appreciated it, and I've loved some of it, like, you know what I mean? But I say some because it was like, what, 3 I was in love with in 10 years, but none of that worked. The longest thing in that relationship in that 10 years was 11 months. Then I've had probably, I had one girl I was sleeping with ongoing for on 2 different occasions for like 6 months at a clip, 2 different times. And then I had random hookups that were super unexpected for me. Super, like, and it's not like, I don't feel like I'm ugly. I don't think I'm feces on the neck, but at the same time, one, I wasn't really out and about like that. I was doing online school. I was just going to work, coming home, and decompressing on my couch. I was spending a lot of time just me, my couch, and my TV. That was the threesome. Every day, the threesome. I was spending a lot of time with my daughter on the weekends. But other than that, I was just focused. So, like, I mean, I wasn't really out in the community like that. And even now, I'm broke as hell. So you see me running around these festivals having a ball, but you know, I don't know. People seem to be allergic to my humor. They like, you ain't a thug. You gotta get away from me. I'm like, you don't like my humor. I don't want to beat you the fuck up, but you gotta get away from me. And that's what it is. I'm joking. I play too much. Like I say, you ain't gotta worry about cheating. You ain't gotta worry about beating. I just play too much. Now, like I said, like, I've rectified the mania responses. But you know what I mean? Like, I've joked about, as long as you keep your legs closed, I've made it a specialty to keep my privates behind my zipper. Like I've said in a different genre, like, you know what I mean? I want a chick that's going to be confident. Like, if her homies ask her, like, do you ever question where your boyfriend is? No, I know where his penis is. It's right behind his zipper where it's supposed to be. And that's what it is. And I want to be able to be like, no, I ain't got to worry about her. She either down for the chill, wherever I'm at, chasing the bag, if I'm broke or up, or she knows if I'm not in her presence, I'm chasing the bag, broke or up. So that's it. Like I once joked about wanting a insecure chick, and that's not because like I'm the chill. Like like I said, I'm loyal, I'm protective, I'm like, yeah, I mean, compassionate, I'm affectionate, I'm all that, I'm loving, and I'm generous. You can't take my kindness for weakness, no. But like, I don't bring the streets to my crib. So, yeah, I mean, I don't want to keep repeating the same thing. So it's like, yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm like Prince Charming to somebody who's been Cinderella. I think that would be, but no, it turns out, like, no, they got their traumas to deal with. I'm joking, but like, yeah, I mean, so like, yeah, I mean, I've always been attracted to, it's not a deal breaker, but I've always been attracted to strong, ambitious chicks. And I've been accused of like always trying to cuff and dungeon them. That's not the truth. The truth is, like, I don't know, for whatever reason, I'm in chill and we chill. We get our chill on hard. In certain instances, the chicks, like, they chill with their family more than anybody else. So it's like, yeah, I mean, I was like, yeah, I mean, the person they chill with outside of their family. Other than that, like, some chicks were away from their family when we were together. And like, yeah, I mean, they chill with me and my homies. Like, yeah, I mean, other than that, like, no, like, if you, like, I've been known to give my chick my car and be like, go do what you gotta do. Go to the barbecue. Go to. Now, I'm not saying keep my car. I'm not saying hop in the back seat with somebody. But like, yeah, I mean, the level of trust, like, you got, like, if I don't need to be worried about what you doing or where you at if you not in my presence. Like, I like and appreciate the check-ins for rent. Hey, you didn't have to do that. Right? It feels good inside. Thank you. You all right, baby? Babe, you all right? You all right? It feels good, but like, I mean, they don't gotta do it. Like, and the funny thing is, those opinions that I cuff chicks and dungeon them come from dudes that shouldn't be minding my business. No way. But it's like, other than that, like, it's either he cuff them or I forget what the other rumor is out there that's about. It's like the opposite of cuffing, but it's not like, I mean, I know the womanizing John, but like I said, that ain't never been the case. Like, I would say lucky. I've joked about being a man whore, but that's because, like, luck. I mean, I ain't never been on some just out to slay as many chicks as I can or on no type of time like that. I don't think I always knew that was my mindset. Like, I don't know how I displayed it to my homies, but even after a while, I knew when it came to my homies, like, I know when I was with my kid's mom, I don't know if it was the second or third time, but the second and third time was only like a 6-month gap of breakup. I was talking to another homie, and he was saying this and he was saying that, and I'm like, it had nothing really to do with what he was saying. It was just me talking to myself internally while he was talking, and it's like, I could sit here and be like, yeah, I want to slay every chick on the earth. But the actuality is, these chicks don't got no vaginas when I'm in a relationship, and I'm happy going home. I rush 5 minutes for a 15-minute ride just to kiss her goodnight and yada yada. And then she falls asleep and I watch some TV until 2 in the morning. That's what it is. Like, so what came out was like, no, I'm good. Like, I don't know if the boy felt judged or when he told the story, some people felt like I was judging him. I don't know. I don't know if he just told the story. I'm guessing he did because, like, I felt some heat off some couches like belly. But it was really just being transparent and honest with myself. And I've done that a lot over the, like, from like 24 till now. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, no, I'll be honest with you. No, I'm excited to go home. Like, I don't need to be chasing nobody. But that didn't work out. But that's just how I feel. Like I said, I feel like I've been lucky in certain ways. For some reason, my privates are on punishment for a decade and a quarter. I don't understand that. I'm a great guy, but you know, there's no bidding war over my privates. I wish it was. This junk's so good, I shouldn't have to deal with you for free. But like, comment, and subscribe. That was just a random rant. I don't know if I'm coming back. Like, comment, and subscribe. DaBear Facts Podcast. Check me out on Instagram. DaBear Canvas Tattoo Studio. Trying to grand open this studio. Buy some of that merch. Support your local struggling artist that's an unemployed therapist. Or at least refer me for a therapy job, and then I'll open my shit.